All right, this video was requested in my comment section, which if you ever want me to react to certain videos, y'all know the type of videos I react to. So if you want me to react to anything like that, let me know what videos you want me to do in the comments or on my social medias. But anyway, this was requested to check out Ben 10 versus Green Lantern death battle. Now, I'm just going to be straight up with y'all. I'm choosing Green Lantern straight up because I know I'm a DC fan, but that's not even the reason. I don't know much of Ben 10. That was something when my brother and I was watching television growing up. That was something he watched. I stuck to like Dragon Ball and stuff, Justice League Unlimited, stuff like that. So I've seen some of the things Ben 10 does, but I can't give an answer on everything I know about. Like, I don't know much about him, just to keep it simple. So I'm going to say Green Lantern. Now, this could be a toss-up. Y'all know I usually have a straightforward answer, and I give, reasons why, breaking both characters down for the most part. And this one's not going to be it. So I was asked, though, to check it out. I'm going to say Green Lantern because, all right, here's the thing. This is all I know about Ben 10. It's probably the most simplest thing that he does. He probably does a whole lot more. I know he turns into an animal or some type of monster, alien monster. That's about it. Oh, I've seen him do some kind of beam attack. That's about it. But for him to match up with Green Lantern, something tells me Ben 10 has something crazy good that can wipe out Lantern. In the back of my head, something's telling me that. But at the same time, if we ignore like the animated movies of Lantern and stuff like that and look at him from the comics, like what he can do at his full capacity, Lantern is no joke. No joke. He does rely on the power ring, but straight up full power, if Hal Jordan wasn't joking around, because I know some people might judge it from the animated one, like Justice League War and stuff like that, where he's, he's not focused. If we focus on the actual serious going all in Lantern, he can rival some of the best out there. Some. Anyway, I don't know the answer to this question, so let me know in the comments what you choose. And again, if you want me to react to certain things like this or other stuff you see me react to, let me know in the comments below or on my socials. But let's see what we got here. Ben 10 versus Lantern. It's kind of cool. I got the room in here green. It's kind of perfect for the setting. Here we go. I'll put the original video in the description below. Huh. That's cool. What year is this? What's this come out? 5 years ago. A dice game. Interesting of this. How would that look? I have to research that.
For years, humans have gazed at the stars, contemplating the possibilities of first contact with an alien race. Will we exchange gifts of peace or weapons of war?
Weapons. Definitely weapons. Like these ones.
Ben 10, protector of Earth and wielder of the Omnitrix.
And the Green Lantern, galactic lawman and bearer of the power ring. He's Wiz and I'm Boomstick.
And it's our job to analyze their weapons, armor, and skills to find out who would win a death battle.
I didn't know Ben 10 is actually the protector of Earth. Like he's
Benjamin
that good.
Tennyson was
even though
just your
Lantern
average
protects
10-year-old
galaxies.
boy.
So.
He loved video games, hated school, and was prepared to have the most boring summer vacation ever until destiny fell from the sky.
So is this like how Lantern...
Upon discovering a strange crash-landed alien device, it stuck itself upon his wrist with secrets that it hid.
Now he's got superpowers. He's no
Is that why they
more
chose
than
Ben
every
10
king
versus
Ben
Lantern?
10.
Because that's sort of how it happened with Lantern
Just
as well, how he
can't help
became
myself. That theme
the
song's so
hero.
damn catchy.
This strange device was the Omnitrix, a portable library of intergalactic genetic data that can transform its user into a variety of different alien species.
Okay,
Sounds
I
like
did know
the
about
perfect
that.
way to get freaky with some alien babes from all across the galaxy.
Well, you do you, but the cosmic warlord Vilgax had something different in mind. With the Omnitrix technology, he planned to create an army of superpowered aliens and conquer the universe.
Yeah, typical villain stuff. But
I was
old
literally
hentai
thinking,
face
I
would
was
have
just
to
about to
wait,
say that's a
'cause
typical
Ben got
villain
the watch
situation.
first and became a superhero. Well, okay, first he burned down a forest, but then he got busy with the hero stuff.
The
he looked like
Omnitrix
Human
contains
Torch.
a built-in radio, universal translator, distress signal, a self-defense pulse blast against anyone trying to force it off Ben's wrist, and, as a bonus, It can tell time.
And whenever Ben comes across a new alien he'd like to cosplay, it can scan their DNA so he can add them to his transformation collection. And he's got a ton to choose from.
That's cool.
He's got alien forms that can control the elements like lightning, water, ice, earth, and fire with his very first transformation ever, Heat Blast. Along with some just
Now, in
beautiful
fairness, I don't see how
fireflies.
that kind of power is going to stop Lantern unless it's something else I don't know.
You gotta respect the classics.
As Forearms, he's strong enough to create shockwaves with mere punches. As Accelerate, he can run fast enough to dodge lightning. As Diamond Head, he can survive massive explosions like they were nothing. But if you prefer brains over brawn like myself, he can increase his intelligence with alien forms like Brainstorm, who has an IQ of 1 nonillion. That's a 1 followed by 30 zeros, and more than
I've
3
never even heard of
octillion
that
times
number.
greater than the highest recorded IQ in history.
He can fly as Jet Ray, duplicate himself with Ditto, and eat his feelings away as Upchuck. Whiz, that's really not a healthy way to handle issues.
You know, you're right, Boomstick.
Yeah, he should really just stick to alcohol. And if he ever wants to suck for some reason, he's got Waka Trout, which is a fish with legs. And that's it.
Probably Ben's worst transformation, and that's saying a lot considering he has an alien literally named the Worst.
If old-timey horror movies are your thing, Ben can transform into every classic monster you can think of. Because I guess zombies and werewolves were aliens all along. I knew it.
Through different forms, Ben can manipulate the fundamental forces of the universe, like gravity, radiation, time, and energy. Feedback, for instance, once absorbed the entirety of the Big Bang, and then fired it at a robot supervillain, creating a time loop and saving the universe.
Yeah, as he's got used to hero work, Ben's aliens started getting pretty insane. Like Waybig, who's basically a giant kaiju who can fire a cosmic ray from his chest, powerful enough to hurt a being made of pure energy. And let's not forget my personal favorite alien, Mole Stash. He's a mole who punches people with his
So many
mustache.
different, whoever created the
Can't
show
write that.
Truly
was really
fearsome
thinking about different
addition to
types of
Ben's
aliens he
massive
could make.
arsenal. But contrary to
These
the
are
show's
very creative.
specific title, Ben's Omnitrix doesn't just have access to 10
Huge
alien
quantity,
forms.
too.
In fact, it has 1,912,000.
He's no
Wait, of
ordinary
what?
kid. He's been one with his mustache. You can't write that.
Truly a fearsome addition to Ben's massive arsenal. But contrary to the show's very specific title, Ben's Omnitrix doesn't just have access to 10 alien forms. In fact, it has 1,912,000.
Oh,
He's
wow.
no ordinary kid. He's been 1,912. Yeah, it doesn't quite roll off the tongue like Ben 10, does it? Well, let's see if I can take one of these babies for a spin.
Where did you get that?
Don't worry about it. Whoa.
Well, the Omnitrix does have one drawback. It usually has an automatic cooldown period for a few minutes between transformations, because overuse can permanently disfigure the user's DNA.
So it's like you need the power ring to charge up or it's going to die of battery too.
If you'll excuse me, I need to pee out my face.
I'll fix this later. This cooldown would be a recurring issue for Ben until he discovered Master Control, a special code which, when input into the Omnitrix, just let him use it however he wanted.
And if he's ever on death's door, the watch will automatically pop him into whatever alien body it thinks he needs at the time to survive whatever's happening.
And there's one form
So there's
that's
some
almost
relations, a
always
nice
the
amount of
best
relations to
answer.
Green Lantern.
Alien X. Born in the Forge of
With this
Creation
bracelet and
beyond
the
the
ring,
multiverse
how it
itself,
supports
Alien
them.
X is a celestial sapient, the most powerful species in the universe.
He's basically a cosmic god who can punch planets to bits, fly faster than light, duplicate himself, control minds,
Dang.
use telekinesis, reverse time, warp reality, and even just straight up erase people from existence.
It takes a lot to get their attention, and that's fine.
Wow.
We don't want
Okay,
it.
well-
Why not? They could just blink.
Let me hear that one more time.
Alien X.
'Cause that could
Born
combat
in the Forge
Lantern.
of Creation beyond the multiverse itself, Alien X is a celestial sapient, the most powerful species in the universe.
He's basically a cosmic god who can punch planets to bits, fly faster than light, duplicate himself, control minds, use telekinesis, reverse time,
Dang.
warp reality, and
What is
even
Lantern
just
gonna do with
straight up
that?
erase people from existence.
It takes a lot to get their attention, and that's fine. We don't want it.
Why not?
They could just blink, and we'd be gone.
Alien X is so tough, he survived the destruction of the entire universe by the Annihilar and didn't feel a thing. Like, his durability was so through the roof, he didn't even realize total cosmic annihilation was happening right on top of him.
Based on rough
Wow.
estimates made by a NASA astrophysicist, the total mass energy of the universe
I don't
in
think I've ever
joules
heard of-
is 4,
Wait.
Well, that doesn't seem very impressive.
followed by 69 zeros.
Oh, there it is.
And to top it off, Ben as Alien X went and just remade an entirely new universe identical to the old one.
Yeah, I haven't
First of
heard
all,
anything
how
that
the hell?
Lantern could do to
Second,
combat that.
Since he just made a
I don't know, I
copy
might be wrong
universe,
here.
that technically means
Choose
that
a
all
lantern.
those
We'll
characters
see.
we watched through the whole show are still dead. Damn, dude. Throw somebody a bone or something.
However, celestial sapiens are composed of multiple personalities, and if they can't unanimously agree on what action to take, which can take billions of years, all that power is basically useless.
But Ben convinced his extra personality.
Yeah, they
that
gotta
that's
find a
really
weakness to
goddamn
it. It's like
stupid, and he
all
should
these
have-
different characters that seem overpowered. Well, that are overpowered. Him, Superman, so on and so forth. They always gotta find some type of weakness because I gotta research it for myself. But I heard that Superman, when he first was created, kryptonite was not in the mix. There was no such thing as kryptonite. But because of how overpowered he was, they had to find some type of weakness, which makes sense. You don't want a superhero that literally is untouchable at any kind of form, any kind of sense. So it's just funny how they always got to find some type of weakness.
control all the time, so it doesn't matter. Why doesn't he just go full Alien X all the time?
Well, a little variety doesn't hurt, right? Plus, even without his alien forms, Ben is pretty clever and has a knack for getting himself out of trouble, even when things get really weird.
And he's saved the universe more times than he can count. He's defeated Vilgax when he had the power of a Cthulhu god, ended the High
He got a lot to him, bro.
and whooped another
As someone who's
celestial
never watched the
sapien,
show, I'm
the
very
Galactic
impressed.
Gladiator. By flying so fast, he created a galaxy-sized black hole.
We can tell from the size of the black hole in relation to the galaxies in the background, as well as how long it took to create, that Alien X must have been flying approximately 7 quadrillion
This is a very
times faster
creative
than light
superhero.
speed.
I get it, Wiz.
All these
Alien
different
X is
ideas
totally
that Ben
overpowered,
10 can
but
have.
Ben doesn't keep any of those powers as a human.
Not much of a problem when the Omnitrix can instantly transform him fast enough to catch the Big Bang. The only thing truly holding Ben back throughout his hero career was his immaturity, being a 10-year-old and all.
Oh yeah, like that one time he messed with the Omnitrix and accidentally set it to self-destruct. After charging up for a few days, it would destroy the whole universe on its own. So that's not great.
Fortunately, Ben grew into a reliable and wildly successful hero by the time he
Whoever
reached the
created
age
Ben
of
10,
16.
shout out to you. This is
He would continue
very
his
creative
hero
in a
work
good
into
way.
the future, eventually adopting the name Ben 10,000. The world can rest easy with Ben 10 as
Oh
its
wait, that was
first
him as an adult?
the age of 16. He would continue his hero work into the future, eventually adopting the name Ben 10,000. The world can rest easy with Ben 10 as its first and best line of defense.
6-6 and Volcanus? What are they doing here?
About to get their alien butts kicked. That's what. Going hero.
All right,
Hal
Lantern,
Jordan
let's
was
see what
just
you
your
got.
average, devilishly handsome ladies man and hotshot test pilot who discovered a crash-landed alien ship
I know a
in the
lot
desert.
about Lantern, but
Okay, so maybe
I don't
he's
know.
not so average.
More than likely, I don't know
I'll say, we
everything
found
because
this
I haven't
guy
read every
Robin
comic.
Sur dying in a crashed spaceship who gave Hal a little green ring before kicking the bucket.
And so, by reciting an ancient oath, Hal Jordan would become a Green Lantern.
Brightest day and blackest night, no evil shall escape my sight. Let those who worship evil's might beware my power, Green
Green
Lantern.
Lantern.
The Green Lantern Corps is a universe-spanning law enforcement organization founded by the immortal Malthusians, also known as the Guardians of the Universe.
Yo,
Hey,
what
there's
Darkseid
space
did to
people,
them
More like
and Justice
leprechauns.
League
Okay,
Apocalyptic
fine,
War.
whichever mythical creature you want.
Whoo-wee!
No,
That
I
was
mean,
crazy.
a group of them traveled to Earth
If you haven't
centuries
seen it,
ago
go check
and
it out.
literally evolved into modern-day leprechauns.
I knew they were real.
Anyway, the Green Lantern Corps has patrolled the known universe for 3 billion years, recruiting members of every shape and size.
Including a living planet, a sentient smallpox virus, some guy with an exploding volcano for a head, a living math equation, and a squirrel. Man, even after all these years, Wiz, comics are weird.
Imagine what it felt like for Hal when he began training on the Guardian homeworld Oa. Over
I was
time,
really
he
hoping
grew
that
to be
movie
one of the
do
Corps'
well.
greatest members
I thought
and
Ryan
defender
Reynolds was
of the
good as Hal
universe.
Jordan.
Just with that ring of his.
It was just bad
It might
movie.
look tiny, but if Mjolnir, Yoda, and years of therapy have taught me anything, it isn't the size that counts.
At least we got him for Deadpool though,
Uh,
so.
Right. The Green Lantern power ring is actually one of the most impressive weapons ever made. It's most
Ah,
well known for
that
its
clip
ability to
against
create
Superman is so,
hardened-like constructs that function identically to what they're inspired by. Anything from boxing
Very
gloves
tricky
to
if you know
machine
what
guns
actually
to
happened
an
in that
entire
scene.
solar system. While a ring's wielder must be familiar with the object they're creating, they don't necessarily need to know all the ins and outs for it to function.
The ring's energy can boost Hal's strength and speed, and also protect him with a force field. He can shoot lasers, phase through objects, turn invisible, read minds, heal wounds, and
I didn't know you could
fly
phase
through
through
space
objects. I
faster
didn't know
than
that.
light.
The only true limit to a power ring's utility is its user's imagination, insofar as allowing the Green Lanterns to bend the rules of the universe to their whims. They can transmute matter and energy, manipulate time, form pocket dimensions, and warp the fabric of reality.
And even though Abin Sur went out like a bitch, the ring makes a competent Green Lantern really tough to kill. It has built-in defenses to protect against mind control, and it can sometimes yank its owner out of harm's way all on its own.
It can even defend against multiversal erasure events, like when Kilowog survived the Crisis on Infinite Earths.
That's right, this guy tanked a freaking retcon to the face. Whatever's in these rings, I want it in my dune buggy stat.
That would be pure, unfiltered willpower.
Yeah, how many miles to the gallon you think that is?
Okay, well, a Green Lantern's ability stems from their own willpower. The stronger their will is, the more their ring can do.
So
If
willpower
Lantern's
is
like that,
green,
y'all
does
think you
that
can beat
make fear
Superman?
brown?
Yellow,
If
actually,
Superman goes
as
all
dictated
out?
by the emotional electromagnetic
I don't think so,
spectrum,
but
an
some
energy
people
field
might.
from which all emotion in the universe is derived.
Kinda like if the Force from Star Wars was a rainbow of feelings. And Hal's got more willpower busting out than anybody else, which makes him really damn powerful. And really damn reckless.
Yeah, this was the movie I was talking about where he was dumb.
His enormous power has led to his possession by Parallax, an entity of fear, and caused entire planets to fall. But it's been said that knowing true fear made Hal's will even stronger than before.
Like when he went up against this blue dickweed Krona, who took control of all these space animal gods that embodied the different rainbow spectrum emotions.
Including Ion, the green basking shark of willpower. Yes, I know. Hal was able to overturn Krona's plan, which meant overpowering the literal embodiment of all willpower in the universe with his own willpower.
That sounds, impressive?
Yeah.
Impossible?
Impressible? Hal's been knocked through a planet, blasted
Very
by
interesting.
a supernova, and punched by the reality-shattering
I gotta look up that one,
Superboy
that comic.
Prime.
He was fast enough to fly to Earth from a planet at the edge of the universe. And factoring how DC's observable universe is at least 100 trillion light years in diameter, Hal must have been flying well over 1.5 quintillion times the speed of light. And without the ring, Hal once had to pilot a ship traveling over light speed manually. As in, there were planets and stars in his way, and Hal had to steer.
And since he can match the god of willpower, he can pull off crazy will feats that
I gotta
other
check
Green
out that
Lanterns have
comic.
done. Like when Kyle Rayner held back a Big Bang.
But to be fair, the power ring is not perfect. It does carry a finite charge, and should he expend too much energy too quickly, he'll need his power battery to refuel.
Kind of like how
if
Ben
his
10's
opponent
situation
can ruin
was.
his willpower, or even just his belief in himself, Hal won't be able to use the ring, which is lame.
Yeah, these powers are pretty complex. Batman once had a plan to trick Kyle into thinking he was blind, and because he believed he was, the ring reacted to his thoughts and actually made him blind.
But
Oh my
Hal's
goodness,
too bad
I've never
has
heard of
a little
that.
sadness
Yo,
making
Batman,
him good.
it's
Hell,
crazy, bro.
He's got the go.
Wait, Batman, you know how fragile his mind is? Dude, you had that guy blind. I'm telling y'all, Batman can beat the Justice League. Fighting weak-minded people like that. Oh my goodness, I've never heard of that before. Let me hear that story one more time.
Hal won't be able to use the ring, which is lame.
Yeah, these powers are pretty complex. Batman once had a plan to trick Kyle into thinking he was blind, and because he believed he was, the ring reacted to his thoughts and actually made him blind.
But
You know, and Batman knew what he was doing. That's why he did that. He knew how weak-minded Lantern. Oh, dude, that's savage. That is savage. Yeah, people say Batman don't kill, but that's oh man, that sounds worse. Goodness, that's savage, bro. I gotta read that comic. What did Lantern do for Batman to go that low? And you talking to a Batman fan. I'm a delusional Batman fan. And even I'm sitting there like, dang, Dark Knight. Goodness gracious. And then the ring actually made him blind. And the fact of the matter is, you can't tell me Batman didn't know that was going to happen. Or else he would have never done. Oh my goodness. Yo, I don't know. Maybe Lantern must have been doing something stupid for Batman to go that low. Wow, bro. That's why I say Batman's the greatest, bro. That's why I say it. Who thinks of that? You can have all the strength in the world like Superman. If you don't have brains like that, oh wow, goodness, go ahead one more time. Oh
so
my goodness, I've never heard of that before.
Or even just his belief in himself, Hal won't be able to use the ring, which is lame.
Yeah, these powers are pretty complex. Batman once had a plan to trick Kyle into thinking he was blind, and because he believed he was, the ring reacted to his thoughts and actually made him blind.
Oh my
But Hal's
goodness,
too
bro.
badass to let a little sadness take him out for good. Hell, he's got the cojones to arrest God.
Oh
Wiz,
my
I gotta
goodness,
address
bro.
The yellow elephant in the
God
room.
ain't listening to you.
Why the hell are Green Lanterns weak to yellow?
Dude, God ain't listening to you. You let Batman trick your mind like that into thinking he was blind. Oh, come on, bro. God looking at you like, are you kidding me? I hear the words you're saying.
But Wiz, I gotta address the yellow elephant in the room.
You're under arrest. Go sit down somewhere.
Why the hell are Green Lanterns weak to yellow?
Ages ago, yes, the Green Lanterns couldn't affect anything yellow because Parallax had messed with their power source, but that is no longer the case, so Hal isn't held back by colors. And really, that's not even the worst weakness a Green Lantern ever had.
Oh yeah, way back in the day, a Green Lantern went rogue and tried to take over a planet of people with crude wooden weapons. And so as a great little FU, the gods decided to make him weak to wood right before the blows started landing. Ah, good thing it's not a problem for Hal. Whether it be brightest day or blackest
That's
night,
cold, Bats.
all should
Goodness,
respect
I'm still
the
thinking
emerald
about
light of
that.
The Green Lantern. Or he'll willpower you to death, apparently.
Give up? Please say no.
You'll never catch me, Lantern.
Bang.
Bro, that's crazy, dude. I know Batman needs prep time, but still, that's crazy. You know, it always makes Joker's point even more legit. I don't know if y'all remember that episode in Justice League where Lex Luthor was gathering villains to fight the Justice League because Luthor was dying. He had a sickness, and Joker joined the group and knocked out Batman, and they captured him into a jail, whatever you want to call it, like a bondage. And Joker looks at Luthor like, you're not going to leave him like that, are you? Luthor's like, why? And Joker's like, hello? He's still alive. And that is so true. Batman alive, just standing there in a prison. In that show, Batman couldn't move. Still in the beat, all those villains. And you got to watch that episode. Batman literally tore down that group by being in prison, sitting there. And Joker, he was like, I told you. He looked at Luthor. Even he wanted Batman gone. And you know, we've seen different movies and stuff where Joker doesn't what Batman did. In that episode, he was like, nah. He was like, you ain't gonna leave him like that. He's still alive. He's still useful to take us down in bondage. I don't care what nobody say. Batman, GOAT.
It's time for a death battle!
Yeah, GOAT. I don't care what nobody says. Batman's a GOAT.
Hello! Green Lantern, best-looking guardian of Sector 2814, at your service.
I can give you 10 good reasons right now to let me go.
Sorry, kid. Seems you're carrying a Class A galactic superweapon. I'll just take this. Okay, that's interesting.
You're not the first doofus to try to take this. It's hero time!
Forearms!
Lights out, Punchy.
Even though I say lantern, something in the back of my head is saying Ben 10's on the window.
Too late.
Yeah, something telling me I'm wrong.
Hey, you ever seen a supernova?
Several, actually.
He said several, actually.
Ha! You're so lame. I bet I could even beat you as gray matter.
What? I
I didn't mean literally.
Cute.
Ew! I stepped in loser!
Yawn.
I'm interested to see how Lantern beats this.
This is Alien X. He controls all of reality. This
Dang.
is over.
Hakai. Oh, okay. I was about to say you about to Hakai here.
Brightest day and blackest night.
Uh-oh.
No evil shall escape my sight. Let those who worship
Oh, that's
evil's
right.
might
That I
beware
forgot what that
my
form's
power.
called, but
Green Lantern's light!
what they show. Oh, that's not what I thought he was gonna change it to. Dang.
I don't care what kind of power.
It's like, shut up. I already know what you're about to say. Dang.
Reality includes time.
Time, huh? Thanks for the tip.
You're not the first doofus to try to take this. It's hero time.
Dang, bro. I forgot Lantern can do that. Dang.
Ew, I stepped in loser. Oh, it hurts to laugh. Don't ask.
He like, yeah, what? Dang, I didn't know they was gonna go that far with Ben 10, like actually, you know, kill a kid. Goodness
Ben's
gracious.
absurd versatility and ingenuity put up a stellar fight, but Hal had the tools and skills he needed to ensure a victory.
Dang.
Wow, the Omnitrix's millions of aliens is just nuts. He could only
I
ever
forgot
use
about
one at
that
a
part about
time,
him going
while
back
Hal
to time
always
like
has
that.
access to all of his powers.
Even with the flexibility of master control, this meant Ben was always playing catch-up. Not a great position to be in considering Green Lantern's might.
Ben's Diamond Head form was tough, sure, but he wasn't surviving a planet exploding in his face. Accelerate was wicked fast, but not fast enough to cross the universe in an hour. And Way Big was really strong, but he didn't hit as hard as a supernova.
Hal simply outclassed all of Ben's options, except for one.
Yeah, how the hell did Hal beat Alien X? That thing is basically omnipotent.
Well, not exactly. Celestial Sapiens are extremely powerful, but they can be beaten in battle and have failed in the past. Like the time Alien X recreated the universe. He only did that because he couldn't stop it from being destroyed in the first place.
Alien X could definitely match a lot of Hal's power, but Hal had defenses against all of X's. Mind control? The ring protects Hal's head. Mess with time? Hal can do that too. Trying to wipe him from existence? Please, Green Lanterns can survive an entire universe being erased.
Likewise, Alien X has never shown any defenses against the same kinds of things that Hal could replicate, like mind control, transmutation, and time manipulation. Ben and his alien forms put up a great fight, and Alien X is easily one of the most powerful combatants we've ever seen on Death Battle. However, Hal had the speed, versatility, and literal willpower necessary to claim his victory.
Guess you could say Hal was definitely the ringer for this fight. Oh, Wiz, don't be green with envy. That pun was 10 out of Ben.
The winner is Green
Alright, well,
Lantern.
I was right, Lantern. But still, Ben 10 is impressive.
Sam, he's
Very impressive, so, hey. That was smart. I totally forgot about him going back in time with using his ring. Wow, that was... I was shocked they actually did that to Ben 10, though, because he's still, what was he, 10 years old? So, the fact they showed that, hey, death battle. But anyway, thank y'all so much for tuning in. Let me know in the comments or follow my social media. Let me know there what else you want me to react to and stuff like this. All right, well, y'all take care. See ya.